I had intentions of enjoying my Labor Day weekend, but Friday we got sick. Saturday we're still sick. Today is Sunday. I still have a fever. My son still has a fever. My husband and my daughter are fine, so they're out. He's at work and she's out playing. So I have a little bit of quiet time. My son's still here, but he's playing his games and should be entertained for a while. So I'm going to do a big tidy. There's a lot of stuff around the house that is on surfaces and shoved in corners where it shouldn't be because I haven't really felt like doing anything the last 2 days. So big tidy video coming up. It's going to be a long one. I'm going to start over here with my desk. It is a big fat mess. I have been on a lot of calls lately, so things have just been accumulating over here because I need them for whoever I'm talking to at the time, and they have not gone back to their home. There's also snacks here and a bunch of receipts because I cleaned out my purse a few days ago. Also have a bag of monsters down here. Let me try to say it right. My husband gives me a hard time when I say monsters. I'm trying all the different zero flavors that I could get my hands on to. And I'm trying them at random to see which ones I like, so I can maybe switch to a slightly healthier option because I have a monster every single day. It's my treat and it keeps me going. This one, what did I get? Ultra Paradise. Let's give it a try. I have liked the ones that I've tried so far. I've only tried 2. Yeah, so we'll see which ones I like the best, and maybe I can find them in a case and switch to those instead of the regular ones. This one's good too. I wish Monster would make like a variety box, like a big 12-pack box of the zeros. Just toss all the flavors in there, however many of each you want, whatever. Just like a variety pack, that would be great. I like to, oh, I'm making a mess already. I am very clumsy, as I'm sure y'all have already noticed. So I'm always making extra messes for myself. But yeah, I would like just a variety pack. I buy them in bulk because I drink so many of them, and it's normally cheaper when you buy in bulk. And it's normally cheaper when you buy in bulk, so buying that way makes the most sense. But yeah, trying all the ones that I could get my hands on. The only one I couldn't find in a single can was the ultraviolet. I have no idea what flavor it is because it just said ultraviolet. I don't know. Maybe it's grape. I don't know. Maybe I'll find it one day or get brave enough to buy the box of them because I've liked all the other zero flavors. But it's 10 calories instead of like 230 or 250. So that would definitely be a good option to switch to. All right, let's get through this desk cleaning. These are things that were in my closet. I'm doing a closet clean out. May or may not post the video. It's a mess. Like, the video is a mess. I did not do a great job on that, and I'm still working on it. These are, I think, are just mainly makeup samples and perfume, things like that. So I'm just going to leave this in here, and I'm going to put it over here with my makeup stuff. I do want to do like a big rearrange with all of these things over here. I want to redo my wall setup and my makeup and all of this stuff because I used to sit over here and film makeup videos, but I don't do all that anymore. I still wear makeup, I would say probably 3 to 4 days a week, but I'm not sitting over here making big videos because I just don't care that much anymore, and I'm not doing like a full-on face. I've really simplified it and made my life a whole lot easier. I think it looks better too with my current skin type and my skin conditions and all that, so I don't think I need all of this. I don't want to sell it just yet because I do love makeup. I have loved makeup for many, 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 many years. So it's kind of like a collector's thing for me, like collecting all the different palettes. I used to collect ColourPop back when they first launched and it wasn't a new release every week, and you could actually collect all of the things. But I didn't sell. I traded off my single shadow Super Shock Shadow collection for some tattoos. So that was a great trade in my mind. I still love the tattoos I got, and it's actually how I met the artist that did this one for me. And she is fantastic. I need to have her do some more. She's so gentle, it doesn't mess up my skin. With the Aloe Stanlos, my skin's very sensitive. And I've had a lot of issues with my other tattoos raising. And like even years later, they raise and they get itchy. But this one has not given me any issues at all. And the lines haven't blown out or anything. It still looks great. And I've had it for a few years now. All right, I got to stop talking, y'all. I can't talk and like have a conversation and do things at the same time. These are the pens that I use for color coding our calendar, the wall calendar, and then my planner that I carry around with me. Oh, there's a lot of stuff over here that does not need to be over here. Look, like this is a piece of the railing, like one of the things that covers the screws. That just needs to be put back where it should be. And we've got a broken crayon here that my daughter wants me to melt back together. So that's a project. It needs to stay here where I can see it. These can go in with the other markers. Sharpie goes over here. That whole cart over there needs a revamp, but it's not going to get done today because that is not part of tidying. That would be a whole on chore that I don't want to deal with. Alright, I need to make a pile of things that go other places. That needs to go in my tool cabinet. That needs to go with the electronic stuff. This can go with the electronic stuff. This can go here. This goes this piece of my calendar. It's like there. We're going to shuffle things around until it makes sense. Just toss all this stuff in my chair. I gotta just like get things off of the surfaces so that I can figure out where things need to be. Plant stuff that I don't actually need. Also plant stuff that I don't need, so that's trash. Doctor's notes. I keep a pile of doctor's notes and school stuff over here so that I can file it away in the cabinet where it needs to be. Homeschool planner. My portable planner. My note planner. Down here we have my aquarium planner, the homeschool planner's up here. Aquarium planner, the house planner with all of our cleaning lists and things like that, important notes for the house stuff, and then my daughter's feeding planner. I keep up with how many milliliters she actually gets per day, any issues that pop up that I need to discuss with doctors, things like that. This needs to go on my car, so it needs to go into my purse. So it will go to the car, and then I can clean off the window and put it on. Found that at the spirit store. Ooh, that's a store I need to stay away from. Okay, this goes over there with our pencils and pens. This can go here. All right, let me go put these things where they need to be. My light remote. This is all of my recording stuff. My external battery pack. All of those kinds of things that I need to record. This I need to fix for my daughter. I told her I would do it, so I'm going to do it. That goes in my meds. Oh, there is a mess in here. That's my fidgets. Oh, not too bad. One notebook. And fidgets. Gonna stay here. Oh, I didn't leave room for my markers. This checks that have been deposited, receipts. I need to sort through receipts for tax stuff since I am actually a business now. If you're an influencer and you have not incorporated into a business, even just a sole proprietorship, you should do that. You have to file business taxes, but it's not that difficult. And it gives you the ability to write off all the stuff that you buy for videos. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Y'all heard that. My knee popped. And it did not feel good. More receipts. Don't know if these are all part of like influencery stuff or if they're just random things that got tossed up here, but I will go through them another day. This can go in the electronic drawer. So this, let's see, are these still good? Absolutely not. Coupons that I always have intentions of using, but I don't. This is cord charging, things like that. Oh, I have stabbed that under my fingernail and it did not feel good. My work stuff normally goes in this little center cubby here. Anything important here? No, just trash. Alright, I'm going to have to move stuff around so I can get to my trash. Had to pull my chair out so I can get down here and clean up this mess. I had to take the wheels off of my chair because it didn't fit like under my desk with the keyboard drawer. I'm not really sure if the desk is the issue or the chair is the issue. I've had that problem with multiple chairs, so I think it's the desk, but the desk is clearly like an actual desk. So I don't understand why chairs don't fit. There's a lot of trash shoved in my little trash can. I just use an old Halloween bucket for a trash can. There's a lot of things that fell out of the trash can too. All right, let's go empty this out. My snack bag needs to be repacked too. I was pulling snacks out to take in the car and I did not put things back the way they need to be. Why is that? Oh, there was a popsicle wrapper in here. That's trash. There's not much rhyme or reason to how things are in. Oh. Well, this is almost a full package here, but they've just been pulled out. So anyways, there's not a rhyme or reason to how things are in this bag. It just depends on what I've pulled out to snack on. Oh, that's upside down. Let's just go in the trash. They're not excellent cookie snacks. I got them from the Asian store. I keep tissues in my desk drawer because I'm super messy and always spilling things. Actually, I eat Takis with chopsticks because it makes less mess. And when I'm typing away on my keyboard, I don't want to be getting yucky Taki powder all over everything. See if I can fit these back in. Sometimes they'll go back in, but not always. There we go. Right, snack bag is where it should be. I want to move some of these cords around because I don't want my snack bag to be sitting on the power block to my laptop because that would get hot and not be great. All right, so this is some more trash that I forgot to take over there. Chopsticks need to go in the sink. This goes with our little weather station, homeschool weather station out here. And I will put that sign up maybe later today. I've got to get the big ladder because I want it to go over my office. And I'm just not sure if I am up to doing that just yet. Let's put these things back where they should be. I could file those, but then I have to move all the formula cases, and I don't want to do that right now. Don't have that much energy. These are like little motivational posters that I want to put around. Got those from the homeschool store. That needs to go in with the kids stuff. These are all bills that I need to pay. Oh, there's some more coupons. More coupons. Okay, so let's keep the bills out on top here. And let's see, how long are these coupons good? That one's good for another week or so. But this one. Nope, that one's expired. So are these. So these will go in the trash, and this is going to go with my daughter's stuff. I'm going to call this area of my desk good enough. Put my chair back. It's not an easy task because it barely fits over here and there's no wheels. Oh. Every time I do this, I have to readjust my chair when I actually sit in it. Even though I have the marks on the floor, it never quite lines up. All right, we're going to say that's good. Let's move on around the desk here. This area is my nail art cart, feeding stuff, and homeschool stuff. So this is my daughter's stuff, and it needs to go over there. This is feeding stuff, deodorant, because half the time I just roll out of bed and come right down here to my desk to work. These are library books that we forgot to return, so I'm sure that's going to be fun to deal with. There's feeding stuff mixed in with homeschool stuff. Let's just put this book here. There we go. That's all sorted out. These are things that were given to us. I'm just going to stick them in this little drawer here. I don't know what these are, but they came with the G-tube belts. This is a pack of little pencil pouches I picked up at Walmart the other day to help organize some of our supplies, because there are some things that we take with us and some things that are left here. So I want to kind of sort stuff out. They're all in one bag right now, and I have to just pick and choose what needs to come out. This is tags for my plants. I'm going to put that there. I really like that one. It's like green apple. This goes on my phone when I'm not recording. This is some cute drawings that my daughter's OT did. I love this lady. Like, wherever she goes, I will follow her so that my daughter can have OT through her, because she is like a miracle worker. I'm going to just put this on my daughter's desk. I did clean up her desk a little bit the other day because it was just like completely overwhelming me. I hate that her desk is in my office because she's like a clutter magnet, but I just got to get over it. And this little thing, I'm going to put it in my tools drawer so that I don't lose it. It keeps falling out of the banister, and I think at this point the only option is to super glue it in if I want it to stay there. This is good enough for me, so let's move on. I've turned y'all around on the other side now, and this is a lot of plant stuff. This is normally where I sit in the floor and do my repotting and whatnot. This oxalis, I've been holding on to it because I don't know what I want to do with it, but at this point, I think I just need to throw it out because I don't care. I don't want to put it in my terrarium, and I don't love them, so it just needs to go. All of these are potting mixes that I've mixed up that need to go out in the garage onto my potting table. This is a paper bag for the cats because cats love paper bags. So I'm going to turn y'all off for a few minutes. I'm going to take all of this stuff out to the garage. Otherwise, y'all just going to see me coming and going, and, well, that's no fun. I've taken all of the plant stuff that was over here that needed to be in the garage back to the garage where it should be and hopefully will stay. There's still some dirt and dried moss that needs to be cleaned up, but I'll vacuum all of that in just a bit here. I still have this Lazy Susan over here that I can't bring myself to get rid of because it has potential. I just don't know where to put it yet. I used to have it in the pantry for my spices and stuff, but every time we'd spin it, something would fall off and be lost in the back of the pantry, and I couldn't get to it without like taking everything off and pulling it all out. So for now, this is just going to hang out over here, and hopefully I find somewhere to put it this weekend. Well, I mean, this weekend's almost over, but today or tomorrow before I have to go back to work. There's mess in the floor here. But like I said, I'll vacuum that up. Let's move on to the aquarium side. The side's not too messy. Just need to tidy these pillows. Put the chair back where it should be. It says my happy place. Sitting here in front of my aquarium. And I like for the tags to be on the bottom. I just feel like that's better. I leave the tags on because they have washing instructions. This is my test kit. I'm going to have to use later today, so I'm just going to slide it under the aquarium for now. Hand drying towel and some food. Let's put this in my food bin. Let's clean everything off of here. And we will leave it just like that. There we go. That area is good. Not much going on over there. My daughter's desk, that is always a mess no matter what I do. So there's toys in here now. I just tidy the best I can and hope for the best. I do have some plants over here that are my issue. I need to pot them up and get them on moss pools. Did have 4, but my Emidria medium silver decided to die on me, which is sad. But I don't know if I'm going to replace it because it seemed to be very finicky that it rotted and is deceased. This lovely writing desk with hutch was a find from my local Buy Nothing group, and I absolutely love it. The lady was nice enough to drop it off because she was going to take it to the thrift store anyways. She was either going to donate it or deliver it to somebody, so I couldn't fit it in my car. She brought it to me. My husband carried it in. It was a project. She said she didn't get around to doing anything with it, but I got it in, cleaned it up, got all the dust off of it, and polished it, and it looks perfect to me. There's some little dents, like where the knobs from the pull-down thing have crashed into it over the years, so there's just like got chunks out of the wood, but it is fine. I love it. I love things with character, and this has a lot of character. I started putting some plants on here and decorating it up. We went to Michael's after we went to the spirit store, both places I have no business being, and I got some more of these decorative things. Some things I already had. I love the witchy aesthetic, and I will always decorate with it. It's like one day people will walk into my house and think it's Halloween year round, and that will be a glorious day. We found this lovely little cat thing. It reminded me so much of our Miss Karen. She's not an all black cat, but she has black cat vibes, you know? So this was a must have. My daughter was going to steal it. Like, before I could even get it in the car out of the buggy, she snatched it up and she held on to it all day until it was dinner time, and I took it away and put it over here because I was like, you're not going to get food all over it. So we might have to battle over there. There's a few things over here that won't be staying here, but I don't know where I'm going to put them just yet. I put my Ripsalis up here and this Peperomia, both of which don't like a ton of light, so they will enjoy living over here. I might eventually put some grow lights in these shelves, but for now, this light is doing its job. I have it set on like a warm mode, so it's not too overpowering, but I love the vibe of this area. This is the watering can I use for aquariums only because I like to mix in like my nutrient solution and stuff in my watering can, and I just needed to have one that was only for aquariums, not for plants, so I don't contaminate my aquariums. This is a cat bed that really needs a wash, and it needs a permanent home because where it is right now is not great, but I don't know where to put it for now, so it's just going to have to hang out over here. These plants are cell plants and then some quarantine aquarium plants, cat toys. Hopefully they will leave eventually. I've been trying to sell them, and I intended to do like a big purge this weekend, but everybody got sick and that was just not going to happen. I need to get a glass top for this aquarium because it's evaporating way too quickly and destroying this light, and you can see all the minerals collecting, and it's gross and it needs help, but I haven't been out to get a lid for it. And I don't want to order one in because then I'm going to pay like double the price, and they're not that expensive anyways. I think is as good as it can get for this spot for now. Working on around here, this needs to be cleaned out. My daughter wants guppies, but I'm not 100% set on letting her have guppies. So this is going to go out to the garage too. So let me do that. This is the other side of where y'all were looking. This is my terrarium for my begonias. I wanted to kind of do this as like a rare plant terrarium, but I'm not convinced it's going to work out. This is trying to do like an aquarium thing, because I found when I was breaking down some of the aquariums, I found some carnivorous plants in there, and are utricularias. I don't know which kind. I used to know the name, but I've forgotten. But anyways, I put it in this jar to see if it would live, and so far it seems to be okay. But for now, I'm just going to slide this back here. I feel like it goes well with the terrarium. Keep a spray bottle over here because my kids always want to spray the terrarium, and I don't want to mess them with like my big pump sprayer, so leave that over here. This is like some of our crafting stuff, mainly just pencils and whatnot. Random things that kids have left over here, stencils. I just leave it because it's not really hurting anything to have it over here. Hair clip and money need to go somewhere else, though. I'm going to put our visual timer here. Everything is covered in dust as usual, but it will be fine for now. Let's see, we've got some remote control cars that my son has had over here. He wanted to get everything charged up. I'm going to tuck the cords back in that cubby hole, and these are our 60 milliliter flushing syringes for my daughter's feeding tubes and backup feeding tubes just in case. Everything else over here is kind of just mess. I don't know what to do with it, so let me put these things where they need to be, and we'll come back and go on around a little bit more. We're getting on around into the living room. This is where I've been camping for the past few days, and so the kids have been in and out and bringing their mess. So there's a lot of trash in here that needs to be dealt with. My son, one of his little friends, accidentally broke his excavator RC car thing, and so their parents replaced that for him, and they brought it over yesterday. So he has had a blast opening that and destroying the box for it. So I'm going to go take this out to trash, and then the extra parts to it I'm going to put in our electronics drawer. We've got extra things in here that don't need to be here. Like this table. I'm not really sure who set it up and put it in here or what they were using it for, but I'll just keep these over here for such instances that you need an extra table. This blanket is clean. I did wash it Friday. We've been using it, even though it's like almost 80 degrees in here. When you're sick, you're cold. I'm just going to give it a quick little fold up here. It's not perfect, and I'm sure it will be drug right back out as soon as I'm done cleaning, because that's how things work. I just keep our blankets shoved in this little cubby hole from our TV stand. When we moved out here, there was a shelving area, the glass shelves in there, and they all got broken. So just make do with what you got. My son's inhaler and some scissors, all of which don't belong in here. Let's get something more light in here. These are my things. I've been sitting over here camping up on this couch, doing my nails and all of that fun girly stuff. Thermometer, because I've been checking everybody's temperatures. Those are our cat and guinea pig nail clipping scissors. Someone decided to drag out all of the tissues. I don't think they were all used, but we're gonna just get rid of them anyways. There's a lot of trash over here. My cracker snacks, because you got to keep cracker snacks, and some hair clips, because sometimes I just want to get rid of these bangs. I love them, but they're also annoying when I'm like super sweaty and just don't want to deal with them, and I'm just going to clip them back. So let's go put these things where they need to be. Need to deal with this TV stand as well. Some cat collars that need to go back on the cats, just in case they escape for some reason. These clothespins go with the sensory bins, and all of the gaming systems have a home, but for some reason no one ever puts them in their home. The games as well. I actually found a DVD cabinet on the Buy Nothing group, and that is what I keep. Let's turn this way, that way the controllers can stretch out easier. The ones that are used regularly for the controllers, I just keep them down in that cubby hole too, because it's like a daily thing that kids are dragging that out. And then everything else goes in the DVD case. This is the DVD case that I found on the Buy Nothing group. I find tons of excellent things on there, and it works perfectly for the games, and it's just like shoved in this little corner and out of the way. It's not stable on its own, so it has to be in the corner, but it works perfectly for what I need. The kids are in the kitchen, so we're going to skip over that and work on the foyer. This is another one of those tight spaces that I can't really get the camera at a good angle, but it's just going to have to do. Let's see. The kids and cats have been dragging out all the cat toys lately, so that's a mess. This is Festus. He holds our door open for us. We've got some batteries over here. I'm not sure if these are charged or not, so we use mainly rechargeable batteries. Just put that in there. There's a comb that needs to go upstairs, so we're just going to set that on the stairs. And I'm guessing my son brought this over here to put batteries in it, so let me see if I can do that for him. If I can figure out how to open it. What batteries do you take? It looks like it takes 4 AA's, and I don't have that many available, so I'm just going to put it here until I can find some more, or just buy some regular batteries from the store. Looks like the only thing over here that needs to be dealt with really is this box. I always leave the boxes for a few days so the cats can play in them if they want to before I break them down. But this has been here since Thursday, so it can go. what is this? A coupon code that I missed. It's just a curbside pickup. I don't do that most of the time because I don't really drive by Ulta, but I'll hold on to it until it expires. And this needs to go out in the big recycling can. That's all I can do right now. I'm not going to disturb the kids, especially when everyone's not feeling great. I'm going to let them have their space. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum, so I'll do some music over that while I vacuum, and y'all can watch the fun that is vacuuming. I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody out there that enjoys vacuuming. I absolutely hate it. Don't hate it as much as I hate sweeping and mopping, which is why we still have carpet, but I hate vacuuming. Ugh. I think it's like the issue that I have to do it so many times a day. I haven't been doing it 3 times a day anymore, but I need to do it 3 times a day because there's just always mess. Got everything vacuumed now, except for the kitchen, and that's gonna have to wait, but this is clean enough. I'm happy with it. I need to tackle the kitchen, but I'm gonna have to do that off camera because I don't want to disturb the kids, and they're in there watching their YouTube videos and stuff, so I'm not trying to get copyrighted. So this is where I'm gonna end this one. It was a pretty good tidying day. Yeah, we'll call it that, a tidying day. Everything on this side of the house is good to go, and now I just have to deal with the kitchen, which is a daily thing, let's be honest, multiple times a day, just like vacuuming. So now I'm gonna go clean up the kitchen and leave the kids there, let them do their thing. They might run off. If they do, then I'll pop on the camera again, but I think that's it for today.